So, meron tayong guest ngayon. Dito rin siya sa New Zealand. Siya ay si Tara Wai. At tatanungin natin siya tungkol sa mga bagay-bagay. Tatanungin natin siya kung paano siya nakapunta rito at iba pang mga tanong. Hi, Tara!
Hi, Ate Claire.
Introduce yourself, please.
I am Tara Y in YouTube, but in real life, ako si Hosanna Thompson. I do comical skits at saka New Zealand raw vlogs in my channel. Please visit me, Tara Y, or Taray for short.
So, paano ka nakapunta rito sa New Zealand?
Nakapunta ako dito sa New Zealand kasi nakapag-asawa ako ng Kiwi. At saka napag-isipan namin na mas mabuting manirahan dito sa New Zealand kaysa Cebu. Because originally, I'm from Cebu, Philippines.
Paano kayo nag-meet?
Nag-meet kami kasi meron kaming mutual friend sa Facebook. Yung friend ko from my college, nanirahan na siya dito sa New Zealand. Naging friends sila ni Josh sa university dito, sa Massey University, kasi they go at the same Christian organization. Yung friend ko, ang pangalan niya, Melanie. Pumunta siya, nag-attend siya sa birthday party ni Josh, yung 21st birthday party niya. Kasi yan yung major na birthday
Parang
celebration
debut,
dito,
no?
parang debut dito. So, nag-attend si Melanie, yung friend ko, sa birthday ni Josh. Tapos, nag-thank you siya sa Facebook. Sabi niya, salamat for inviting me. Tapos, sumagot naman si Josh ng walang anuman. Kaya, na-curious ako, bakit nagtatagalog tong si Josh na ito? Kaya, hinanap ko siya sa Facebook. So, nagkilala kami ni Josh in 2011. Tapos, pumunta ako dito sa New Zealand for a 1-month visit in 2012. Pumunta ako dito for 1 month para lang makita yung family niya ni Josh.
So, tourist visa?
Limited visa pa lang yun. 1 month lang ako allowed pumunta sa New Zealand. So, yun, 1 month yun. Nag-propose si Josh in 2012. Dito sa New Zealand, oo. Tapos, in 2013, nagpakasal kami sa Cebu. So, sa Cebu kami kinasal. Tapos, after a week, bumiyahin na kami dito sa New Zealand. So, we decided to live here in New Zealand kaysa sa Cebu.
Ano yung visa mo nung pumunta na dito?
It was a tourist visa under partnership. So, kahit nag-marry ka ng Kiwi citizen, hindi agad-agad na makukuha mo yung visa. Dapat, paghirapan mo talaga ang taray ng immigration. So, tourist visa under partnership. Tapos, after a year yon, nag-apply ako for working visa. So, at the same time, you cannot jump from one visa to another. You have to undergo from visitor visa, tourist visa, tapos you can apply for working visa, tapos resident visa, tapos after 2 years, you can get your permanent resident.
Nung nakuha mo yung work visa mo, so nag-work ka?
Nag-work ako. Ang ginawa ko, nag-volunteer ako. So, sa Philippines, I was a primary teacher. But dito, when I came, nag-volunteer muna ako sa primary school, tapos sa preschool nila dito. Mas nagustuhan ko yung preschool nila dito. Kaya, nag-volunteer ako hanggat nakita nila yung work ethic ko, at saka yung meron na akong work visa, they offered me a job.
So, balik tayo dun sa nung nakakuha ka ng partnership visa. Mahirap ba yung mga requirements? Ano yung mga hiniling? Yung mga naalala mo lang? Yung mga proof? Yung mga love letters? Ganon?
Oo. Muling ibalik. Ang ginawa namin, we have to document all our love letters. So, mga kinumpal ko, dapat meron kang yung emails or letters, yung mga pictures ninyo, dapat mong i-keep talaga kasi ang immigration dito para siyang showbiz. Kailangan mong i-prove na genuine ang inyong relationship. At saka pati yung kahit mga resibo sa kasal namin, resibo sa yung bigay niya ng aking ring, mga pictures, letters from our friends na naka-prove talaga na, yes, we are in a genuine relationship.
In demand ba yung
Grabe, in demand yung teaching career dito.
Kasi shortage daw, di ba?
Shortage.
Shortage.
Pero mahirap din. I think it depends sa personality ng isang tao. Kaya ako, even though I was accepted na maging primary teacher dito, I still wanted to be a preschool teacher here. Kasi if you are a primary teacher, you can teach both preschool or primary. Kaya lang, kasi hindi ako nag-study dito, nahirapan ako kasi you have to know ano yung culture nila, ano yung teaching policies nila.
Kumuha ka pa ng certification or nag-aral ka para makapagturo dito?
I was in a very blessed situation kasi dati it wasn't very strict. Ang una kong ginawa, I went to the NZQA website. NZQA is the New Zealand Qualifications Authority. At saka, I just read the requirements kung anong dapat ipasa. So, yung pinasa ko yung aking mga transcript of records, yung diploma ko, yung mga practicum na ginawa ko, mga learning stories, yung, anong tawag yan?
Oh, basta ganon.
Basta mga ganon. Nagpasa ako sa NZQA. Tapos, ang sabi nila, iba yung practicum sa atin sa Philippines at saka dito. Kaya, parang halos na-denied yung aking qualifications. Pero sabi nila, you have to pass it, try passing it to the Ministry of Education. So, yun, yung lahat na na-compile ko from the NZQA, I pass it to the Ministry of Education. So, that's another fee. I forgot magkano yung fee na binayad ko sa NZQA at saka Ministry of Education. I was so blessed kasi they approved me. So, even though the NZQA did not approve me of my qualifications, the Ministry of Education approved it. So, I was really blessed. Kaya naging teacher ako dito.
Anong year yun?
I applied for it in 2014. Matagal-tagal din yung processing. I heard back from them after 5 to 6 months from the NZQA. And then I had to pass it to the Ministry of Education. I had to wait for 3 more months. Kaya matagal din ang aking paghihintay. At saka, I was really blessed because I didn't have to take the English exam. Ang ginawa ko lang, I asked a letter from my university, sa University of Cebu, kasi doon ako nag-aral. I asked for approve that the medium of teaching was English. It was just a letter from the admin from the University of Cebu saying that I, Hosanna Sultan, was, taught in English. It was the medium of instruction in our university. So, just giving that letter na English yung medium of instruction natin sa Philippines, parang na-approve nila na, okay, you know how to speak English, you know how to... So, yeah. But at the moment, they're strict now. You cannot do that. You really have to take the ELs. IELTS pala. Tagal na, besh.
Yes.
Nahihirapan na akit.
Kasi ngayon kailangan mo mag-aral daw, di ba?
Yeah, meron akong mga friends dito na dito na sila nag-aral, but since they're Filipinos, they have to take the exam. And also, hindi naman sa pagmamayabang, I graduated with flying colors sa Cebu. So, I graduated as magna cum laude. So, parang nakadagdag points din yon na okay pala yung grado ko.
So, nung na-approve, letter lang ba yung binigay nila? Or merong parang license din na you can teach here?
Letter lang yung binigay nila saying that I'm a...
Qualified?
Hindi pa, provisional registered teacher. So, in being a provisional registered teacher, I still have to, every year, you have to compile all your learning stories. Kasi dito, meron din silang mga qualifications at saka standards na dapat mong ma-meet. Basta meron sila kasing parang meron din silang qualifications kung anong i-compile mo every year. So the point was, you have to keep on parang studying. So you have to join workshops. You have to prove that you are still learning. Yeah, mga credentials. So it's not
mag-iipon ka.
No, you have to save it. So, another compilation. So, I had my provisional registration for 3 years. And then I applied for a full registration. So, 3 years of compilation.
Yeah. So, qualified, yun ba yun? Yung qualified teacher ka?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then I became, so after provisional registration, I had to pass all my requirements to the Ministry of Education.
Tapos yun na, na-qualify ka na.
So yeah, I was qualified to teach both in preschool or in primary, but I decided not to teach in the primary because they've got different teaching methods here at saka different, background. So if you want to teach here in New Zealand, it's good kasi it's a very well-paid job. Per hour, yung sa akin, when I started, I was paid $22 per hour. But then, after a year, they keep on increasing your salary because, you know, you have to be evaluated. So sa akin, the last time na nagturo ako, 1 year ago, I was paid $26 an hour. My one-day job parang equivalent to 1 month's pay.
Oh.
So, but the cost of living here in New Zealand is expensive. So, okay lang siya if padala mo na pera sa Pinas. Pero, if dito ka nakatira, it's still a well-paid job. The minimum pay here in New Zealand is $18 per hour. Pero if you compare that to teaching pay, 18 to 26, it's a big difference.
So, yun yung rate pag qualified. No? Pag hindi qualified, mas mababa.
Oo.
Diba?
Yung the lowest money na makuha mo, if ever starting ka pa lang sa teaching job, is between 20 to 22 New Zealand dollars.
Okay. Ano naman yung sa tingin mo pros and cons dito sa New Zealand? Ano yung mga gusto mo at hindi mo nagustuhan?
Ang mga pros ko, number 1, New Zealand is a very beautiful country. At saka madaming benefits. They really look after you dito. So, just like me, nagkaroon ako ng hyperthyroidism dito sa New Zealand. So, naging free yung aking mga hospital visits at saka mga yung specialist appointments. Free din yung giving birth dito. So, I had cesarean with my 2 children. So, kahit cesarean, di ba, mahal sa atin sa Philippines, pero dito, free lang. Free lang mga anak.
Kaya pwedeng mga anak ng marami, no?
Pwede
Pang-dosena.
marami. Pero, dalawa lang ang akin. Tapos, ano pa? Healthy ang lifestyle dito kasi pwede ka maglakad-lakad, mag-exercise. And it's a very safe country. So, during the pandemic, we are really blessed to be in New Zealand kasi maaga nilang naagapan ang pandemic dito. Cons, ang hindi ko talaga nagustuhan, until now, I'm still adjusting sa culture. Kasi especially sa akin, I mean, you know, nakapag-asawa ko ng Kiwi, tapos ako Filipino, I'm still adjusting with the culture differences. Ano pa?
Ano yung major na cultural differences?
Kasi sa atin, di ba, tayong mga Pinoy, we are very friendly. We can ask anything under the sun. Yung mga Kiwis kasi, like my husband, you know, they don't want you to ask really personal questions, even though they're your in-laws. And you have to, you know, you have to make sure kahit sa bahay, you're living in the same house, you have to, you know, show your respect, like you have to knock the door, you have to ask permission. Hindi ko din nagustuhan kasi very tahimik. Hindi kasi maraming tao dito, 'di ba? We're just 5 million ba lang?
Oo, 5 million.
There are only 5 million people here in New Zealand. Tapos ako, I'm living in a town which is
Tahimik ba doon?
Yeah, very tahimik. Yeah.
So, konti yung, ano yung population doon na mas marami? Diba?
Mas marami ang Kiwis sa fielding. Tapos, it's mostly like, you know, older generation. Kasi maraming mga retirement village. Yeah, that's the other con. So, dapat, you know, when you get older, sana my children will look after me or else I will be in a retirement village.
Sarili mo. Pag-isa. Bibisitahin ka na lang.
Oh, yes.
Oo nga, tama. Oo.
At saka another con is it's expensive to live here. Like
Cost of living.
the cost of living is very expensive here.
Gusto mo bang pagtanda mo dito o sa Pinas?
Josh and I want to retire in the Philippines. Pero if we're really old, like 70s or 80s, we want to come back here in New Zealand. Because just like I said, the government looks after you. So, yeah, we want to benefit the benefits of living here in New Zealand.
Ano yung malaking pinagkaiba ng yung pagiging teacher doon sa Pilipinas tsaka dito?
Mas na-enjoy ko yung pagtuturo sa Philippines kasi iba kasi yung culture natin, di ba? We are friendly, we are supportive of each other. Kasi dito, di ba, sabi ko, parang ayaw nila na yung personal relationship. So, if ikaw teacher, tapos friend mo yung student at saka parents, you're not allowed to be friends with them sa Facebook, kunwari. So, you have to have this
may policy talaga nakalagay.
may policy talaga na wala kang conflicting
Of interest,
conflict of interest with your yeah, ano pa ba?
So, parang professional level lang talaga.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, that was the difference kasi dito, you have to have your professionalism, tsaka your etiquette, na dapat hindi mo sila i-add sa Facebook, hindi mo sila i-add sa YouTube, if ever.
Bawal.
Bawal, oo. Yeah, mas gusto ko sa Philippines kasi, di ba, na-enjoy ko yung mga giving of gifts during Christmas, at tsaka yung mga occasions. Dito, hindi sila into giving gifts or
Mas masaya, parang gano'n, no?
Oo.
Yung interaction.
Oo. Kasi dito, kasi you are well paid, so parang yung expectations ng mga parents, high din yung expectations nila na, dapat natuto silang magsulat, natuto silang mag-add, mag-subtract, mga ganun. Pero, ang nakaibahan lang dito, yung mga bata dito, they're more into imagination at saka play. Kaya, even though the children are studying in a preschool, puro lang laro-laro. Because they can learn through playing. Di ba sa atin, sa Philippines, kahit
Talagang, academics
kagad, books kagad, sulat-sulat kagad, dito,
Laro,
more
laro.
on laro. More on circle time, you have to learn through stories. So parang masaya din yun kasi they are enhancing their imagination, problem solving, at saka social skills. Oo.
Meron ka pa bang gustong sabihin, nadagdag, impormasyon?
Ano ba? When I got pregnant, I had a maternity leave of 1 year. 1 year ako
talaga?
nagpahinga.
Paid yun?
Paid.
Wow.
Yes, that's the other good thing. Kasi paid yung maternity leave dito. Good for 5 months. During kay CJ, yung panganay ko, 5 months yung holiday, maternity leave. At saka, pero yung the rest, yung nag-choose ako na 1 year, unpaid yun. Yung 5 months lang yung paid.
So, yung 5 months yung
Oo,
paid.
yung paid. Oo.
Ano yun, magkaiba ba pagka cesarean? At saka,
The same lang.
Same
The
lang
same
yung
lang yung
maternity
level of
leave.
leave. Oo.
how about yung sa asawa?
Yung
Ano
husbands, you only have to share your leave sa wife. Kaya si Josh, parang he chose to na, ikaw na mag-use ng maternity leave. Kasi yung husband,
So, walang paternity leave?
walang
or ano?
paternity leave. Unless na single parent ka na dapat ikaw lang yung mag-take care.
Okay.
So yeah, that was the other reason bakit huminto ako sa pag-teach. Kasi mahirap dito. Mahirap dito, wala kang family, yung parents ko, wala dito, yung
Walang katulong.
siblings, wala akong katulong. At saka,
yaya.
walang yaya. Mahal if mag-hire ka ng yaya or babysitter. Super mahal. Kaya nakakapagod yung pag-uwi ko. I have to make learning stories. I have to make, activities kung anong gagawin the next day.
So, pag uwi mo, may
Meron pa rin akong gagawin.
okay.
Meron akong magawa ako ng mga learning stories. Kasi dito, they're not into giving of cards, but they're into like making sure that you write kung ano ang naging learning ng bata. So, you have to narrate all the things that the child is learning for that day. Like, for example, today, we did, we played with Play-Dohs, and then we learned about letters, mga ganon. So, nahirapan ako. So, parang naging...
So, parang ano rin pala, akala ko parang, di ba may mga trabaho na pag uwi mo, wala ka na isipin.
Oo.
So, ang teaching job pala.
Teaching job is,
inuuwi
pag
mo rin
uwi
yung
mo,
iba na trabaho.
uwi mo rin yung trabaho mo.
Oh,
Unless na multitasking ka talaga at saka mabilis sa trabaho.
kaya mo doon.
Kaya mo. Oo.
Kaya mo lahat sa school, doon na
Oo.
gawin, no?
Kaya na-explain ko din sa aking why I became a YouTuber.
Good.
Napagod ako, nabinat ako sa stress from working at saka
Yung family.
looking after your kids. Oo.
Panoorin nyo ang kanyang mga videos.
Yeah.
Gusto nyong matawa.
Yes.
Ayan.
Tawa lang tayo, mga besh.
Uy, maraming salamat, Tara, sa mga information na na-share mo sa amin.
Yeah. Sana may napulot kayo sa akin. Walang kakwentang-kwentang sinabi.
Uy, marami kaming napulot. Ayan, may nakitanong yung aking husband, di ba? Kasi yan yung mga tanong din namin talaga. Oo.
Yeah. So I just want to encourage you guys, if you want to come to New Zealand, dapat matibay ang inyong kalooban. But you can do it. If may tiyaga, may nilaga.
Tama. At,
Huwag kalimutan, I'm the enemy you don't want to have. Beshies lang tayo.
Ayan. Thank you, Tara!
If you want to know more about my life here in New Zealand, my family, my kids, just go check my channel. I just want to promote, if you want to know kung ano yung mga love letters ko kay Josh, watch my love letters series, part 1, part 2, at part 3 sa aking channel. If you want to know more about paano ko na-meet yung aking husband, visit my channel, and yung popular video ko, yung How I Met My Kiwi Husband, kindly watch it. And if you like, kindly like, comment, at saka subscribe, and hit the notification bell para mataray ang live. New Zealand Qualifications Authority.
Raven, is it not wet?
Ay, mag-ano tayo? Paano ba yung
Dito.
Saray pa.
Parang umiikot, di ba?
Pwede din umikot dito. Huwag kalimutan, I'm the enemy you don't want to